So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I already did my eyebrows, and for this look I'm going to be recreating a look that NikkiTutorials did like just a few days ago, and this is the look right here. So she used Storybook, I think it's called Storybook, yeah, Storybook Cosmetics Burn Book palette. And I don't have that, so I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to be using my 35B. The Burn Book palette retails for $55, and I'm pretty sure the Morphe 350 is like 20, is in the 20s. So I feel like a lot of companies be trying to scam you from spending a lot of money on a palette that you can find like an alternative for, if you know what I mean. So I don't think it's worth getting that palette when there's so many like warm palettes out there that have the same exact shades for cheaper. So that's what I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna go ahead and start. So I've already primed my lids with some concealer, and I did my eyebrows off camera, and they look so good. My eyebrows never look this good, y'all, ever. I always say this, but I think this might be like my favorite shape. So the first shade I'm going to use is a Blaze, and I'm going to put that in my crease. So I'm really just building up that orange shade to make it brighter, because when you pack it on your lid it's bright, but then when you blend it out it diffuses out. So you're going to have to go back in a couple times to really get the desired brightness you want. So that looks pretty good to me so far. So next I'm going to go into Fire. Okay, so I'm using a smaller brush for this because I still want that orange to peek through. So I went ahead and switched brushes because I feel like that smaller brush wasn't really picking up that red like I want it to. So this part is totally optional, but I want to go into this red shade in my 35B palette. I feel like that other red shade just wasn't doing it for me. So, and you can see there's a lot of fallout on my face, but like I'm not totally worried about that right now. I'm just trying to get like the exact pigment that I want. So I'm going to go back into that orange and blend out any harsh edges. So now I'm going to use the lightest concealer I have, and this is from the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Porcelain. And this is just going to help the white really show up very white on my skin tone. When I cut my crease, I cut out all the red that was in my inner corner, so now you can only see the orange. She left, you know, a little bit of red like peeking through, but like it's cool with me. I really don't feel like going back in and doing this all over again. So yeah, so my eyes are a little bit more dry now. I'm just gonna wait a little bit more before I come back. I'm setting this area with some translucent powder. So I'm going to take the excess of that red from the brush that I used, and I'm just going to blend it into that crease. This time I'm just tapping it because when I blend it fades, so I'm just tapping it into my crease, my outer crease. This part looks diffused and this part looks more, you know, pigmented. Next I'm going to go into Sauce right here. It's like a shimmery orange shade, and I'm going to place that right here. between that cut crease to blend out. And now I'm going to use my Morphe 35B and go into this white shade right at the corner. And I'm just going to pack that into this area. I'm going to go back into Sauce and place that because I lost that shade. Okay, so I have highlighted and I used this Naked Skin concealer to contour, and this is in the shade Extra Deep Neutral, and I'm hoping it really works out good. It's definitely very subtle. It's not like my Koi Vodka. It's like the Fenty Beauty Espresso, but like less red. This is a very nice contour shade for me, and I just really like to contour my forehead. That line of demarcation will not be there. And I'm gonna use my finger to blend out my nose contour. To set that, I'm going to use my Kevyn Aucoin Contour Book Volume 2, and this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. It's like faux snake. When you open it, it has like some diagrams on how to use it. It's like a book basically. There's a mirror and then there's a bunch of like shades right here, but I feel like these are too light, so I'm going to go into this to set my contour, and I've already used it before and it worked perfect. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't feel like I need to set my nose contour because it's like dry, so I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna take my MAC Studio Finish in NW58 and I'm going to set my entire face so I can get rid of like that mark right there. And then I'm gonna go down my neck also. NikkiTutorials didn't line her eyeshadow, but I want to line my eyeshadow, so I'm going to use my eyeliner. And I'm going to use my Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. So for my bottom lashes, I'm going to go into that red that I used. And I'm just going to tap because if I sweep, I know it's going to fall out on my face. And then I'm going to go into that first orange that I used for my transition shade and put that right beneath it. So I used black and put it on my waterline, so I am going to put mascara on my bottom lashes. And for blush, I'm going to use Sleek's Flushed onto the apples of my cheeks. To highlight, I've never used this before, but this was sent to me. It's called Glow by Victoria. You guys cannot see that. Can you see it? It says Glow by Victoria, and this is what it looks like on the inside. It's very pretty. This is a lavender. You can't really tell. Let me swatch it on my arm for you guys. But can you see that? It's like a lavender shade. I'm going to go into Georgia Honey, and that is the most bronzy shade. And I'm going to highlight with that. I really hope it shows up because I don't see it on my brush at all. I love it. I love that it's so subtle. And that I don't look like super crazy and you can't see it. Like when I'm looking like this, you guys can't see the shadow of it. Wow. Every single highlighter for dark skin should be like this. Not too glittery. It is a little bit harder to like apply it to really get it to look like that. And I'm gonna use my finger and apply it to my nose. And I'm gonna use Love Struck. I can't remember where this is from. If I find out, I will put it down in the description box below. I'm gonna go back in with my brown lip liner and like make it a little bit darker. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't like this lip at all. I just don't like matte lips. That's what I realized. So I'm going to put Trap from ColourPop and I'm going to put it in the center. And now I am going to spray my face with water. Oh, and lastly, I almost forgot. I'm going to put on my lashes. Because I'm like, this looks so boring. What am I missing? So I'm going to put on my lashes. And these are Demure Light lashes from House of Lashes. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I love NikkiTutorials so much. She's probably my favorite YouTuber, my favorite beauty influencer anyway. That's a huge jump. Like, I'm really reaching when I say that, but I mean it. Let me tell you a little backstory. So how I got into makeup was I was on YouTube, and I don't remember, but I remember I came across this lady. She was very goofy, and I was just like, who the fuck is this? Like, she's actually really funny. And I was watching her do her makeup, and I'm like, oh my god, she's so good. She's the first person I've ever watched like a makeup tutorial from, and it was obviously a colorful look, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really hope I can like do this. So what did I do? I went to Walmart. I bought a bunch of makeup. None of it was my shade. The foundation didn't match. I didn't even get foundation. I got a BB cream or CC cream, something like that. And it was too light for me. I didn't even have concealer. I didn't even know what concealer was. I didn't know what setting powder was. Like, the eyeshadow, I think this was the first eyeshadow I purchased, and it was completely shit. Like, it didn't do nothing for me. I didn't set my eyelids. So I'm like, what the fuck? This shit doesn't even work. Like, but nonetheless, I still kept watching her, and then I started to like learn about like undertones and, you know, all that, because I'm like watching this white lady and everything that she's using, it's not gonna work for me, you know, like for real. So I went out and then I started like searching up. That's when I decided, okay, I gotta look for like dark skinned people. There was no dark skinned people. There was like brown skin, light skin, and then I just adapted and adopted my own technique and skill, I guess. And so Nikki is what made me get into makeup, and she inspired this look, and I just fucking love her. Like, you guys don't understand, man. Like, she's amazing and she's hilarious. Like, let me stop fangirling. Oh my god, when she commented on one of my videos, I literally was so shook. I died and came back to life, because that day was literally the best day of my life. She is the queen of YouTube, point blank, period. Alright. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. So I thought that I was only going to do one lip, so I came back to do another, and this is the BlackUp LMO2. And it's like a sheer orange shade. So I went over my lips a little bit, but I love the contrast. I love looking like I'm a clown. Like, I love having huge lips. Like, it just looks so good. Okay, so I'm gonna wait till it dries a little, and then I'm gonna go over it with the brown lip liner. It makes me feel like a bad bitch, you know. I'm not feeling it. Like, it's so hard to... I'm gonna try to go over it with some lip gloss and see. Yeah, that definitely helped it blend out way better. This has some gold. Let me tell you the name of this. This is Sunbaked Coral. Well, actually, it's Color Fever Gloss Sunbaked Coral from Lancome. So let me know which lip you like better.